All right, FBI Director James Comey under fire, I guess, from all sides for notifying Congress about newly discovered emails to the tune of 650,000 that may be relevant in the case of Hillary Clinton's private server.
Some say that Comey's timing is negligent. Others call it criminal.
Fox News senior judicial analyst, Judge Andrew Napolitano, here to sort it all out. All right, so Judge, Harry Reid, who famously had a friend who knew that Mitt Romney never paid taxes for 10 years. Of course, afterwards he said, okay, I made that up, but it worked. Now he's saying that James Comey violated the Hatch Act.
All right, the Hatch Act is a 1939 federal statute which prohibits federal employees, everybody who works for the federal government, except the president and the vice president, from overt political activity while they're in office using federal assets. So, example, if Chuck Schumer, the senior senator from New York, wants to ask you to contribute to his campaign, he can't call you from his Senate office. He's got to go somewhere else.
Got to go outside.
He can't use federal assets to aid a political cause. So Senator Reid, and I've been very critical of Director Comey. We can get into that later if you want. But Senator Reid's criticism is way, way over the top. This in no way implicates the Hatch Act. This is Jim Comey doing what he believes is his job. If there is an incidental effect on politics, well, there's an incidental effect on politics to everything the government does.
Like, for example, the president showing up in Florida to on federal money on a federal plane to campaign for Hillary Clinton. Is that okay?
Okay, it is, because when the Hatch Act was making its way through Congress, FDR, who was president, said, this can't affect me. You got to put an exception in for me. And all presidents do this, but the political party to which the president belongs reimburses the government for the use of the plane and whatever other expenses are attendant upon that. So in my view, what Director Comey did, and a lot of us across the political spectrum have been saying this, was to give the public a snapshot of where this investigation was at the time, which is prohibited by Department of Justice regulations and FBI regulations because it can be a misleading snapshot. His job is not to answer to the public, and it's not to answer to the Congress. It's to gather facts, give them to the Justice Department, let them decide what to do with it.
Now, Judge, these emails came out several weeks ago. Did the FBI wait too long to disclose this?
You know, I'm smiling because we all have sources, and we're driving our sources crazy to get information. That's one of the pieces of the puzzle that we haven't been able to figure out as to why it took a month to get to Comey's desk. When I say it is the fact that inside that laptop are all these emails that Huma Abedin forwarded to herself. Some probably originated with Hillary Clinton. A lot of them probably do not have anything to do with it. They finally got the search warrant on Sunday night, 2 days ago. In order to get the search warrant, they didn't say we're investigating Hillary Clinton. They said we're investigating Huma Abedin because we think she may have lied to us about the existence of this. We also think she may have lied under oath in a deposition in a civil case. So, Judge, let us go in and read these emails, and the judge agreed.
And they never would have found any of this out if it weren't for her husband.
Thank you, Anthony.
I know we're all smiling about that because of the perversity of his behavior, but you're right.
Okay. Meanwhile, Bill Clinton is somebody that really should, and the Clinton camp should really be looking in the mirror before they condemn those on the Trump side for coming out and praising James Comey. For example, Bill Clinton in 1992 talked about the revelations that Special Prosecutor Walsh came forward with, the fact that Bush 41 might have had an additional involvement in Iran-Contra. Right before the election, this revelation came out. Listen to what Bill Clinton said.
Today's disclosure that President Bush knew and approved of the arms for hostages deal with Iran not only directly contradicts the president's claims, it diminishes the credibility of the presidency. It raises the question, first and most importantly, about whether he's told the truth in this campaign and for the last 5 years.
Unprecedented?
Well, the indictment of Caspar Weinberger in that year, right before Election Day, was a profound injustice and violation of a variety of federal regulations, but the independent counsel, former federal Judge Walsh, just decided to go on his own, and there was no stopping him. I happen to agree with what Clinton said there. He's obviously not saying the same thing now about his wife, but it is wrong for law enforcement to do something within 60 days of election with the intent of affecting the outcome.
Oh, if only we didn't have that videotape. All right, Judge, thank you very much.
All the best, guys.